friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of January 31st to February the 6th. Now, keep in mind that there is a new moon happening on January the 31st or February the 1st, depending on where you live. And the reading for that new moon is already uploaded on YouTube, so you can check that out. It's a pick a pile reading. Very, very interesting reading. So make sure you check that out too. Okay, let's get started here for Virgo as they make their way through their week. What are the major themes for Virgo this week? Major themes for Virgo for this first week in February. Ooh, message in a bottle. Taurus just got this. Message in a bottle. Interesting. Now what's on the bottom of the deck? Breathe. Wow. Interesting. And you know what's funny is behind Breathe is the Loyal Heart card, which Taurus just got. And I shuffled this deck in between the readings and in front of you on camera. So very interesting when the same cards come up. I always find that interesting. So it looks to me like you're going to be receiving some kind of communication that's going to need you to be calm. Calm, Virgo. You're going to need to breathe. You're going to need to have some stillness so you can absorb this information. This is something that is going to really require some stillness for you to process it. Okay, so let's see here with the angel or archangel deck, what guidance and which archangel is with you, and what will they be guiding you? What attribute, what quality will they be guiding you to hold? Meditation. Something is really same archangel. Okay, you guys, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo all received Jophel, but different messages. Capricorn was forgiveness, Taurus was liberation, and you are meditation. So all the earth signs are with Jophel this week. Amazing, beautiful. Now, you are really going to need to process something here, Virgo. Something needs your calm stillness in order to process it, and your divine connection. When I see meditation, you're almost being guided here to reflect on this in a meditative state all by yourself, right? Like when you think about what is meditation, it is reflection that we do independent of others, you know, typically. It might be a guided meditation, but I mean, like, it's not a conversation that you're having. You're sitting in stillness with yourself and you're reflecting on, I think, a piece of information that is coming through here in Message in a Bottle. Something is coming through and it's trying to, it's not trying anything. It's just sort of like, it needs your full attention and full reflection. And I can't help but feel that when I see Breathe and meditation and the images in both of these cards, I can't help but feel that this is going to need you to be calm and patient and sort of really open to what you're listening to, right? Like not jumping the gun, not feeling overly emotional, or, you know, like really being still, having the stillness to understand and process what's going on. And as I cut the deck, I saw the World card and the Three of Swords. Oh my goodness, what's going on, Virgo? What's happening this week? Six of Pentacles. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, Ace of Pentacles, but in reverse. I don't want to say too much until I see the cards. There's the Judgment in reverse. Yep. Okay. So it is something that you're going to hear that you're going to instantly sort of feel like it's not fair, but you're being guided to see that Six of Pentacles is even saying to you, be in balance. Balance yourself out, because this is a new beginning, but you're going to instantly see it as something shocking or something that's not fair. Yeah, something that's not fair, something that I don't deserve this is happening to me. And then there's almost this sort of like feeling that it's hard not to dispute how you feel afterwards, which is why I think you're being called to meditation and breathe, because I think at first it's going to feel like it's not fair, like it's going to require me to start all over again. and that that you've given and given and given, and yet you still feel like you're not receiving what you deserve. So you're going to sort of rail against it at first, whatever this communication is. But then it's interesting. It's almost like something turns it around. And maybe it's this idea of meditation and breath. Like you're going to take a moment here to absorb this. And we see the high priestess. So it's like you're going to connect with your intuition. You're going to connect with your higher self. You're going to connect to your team of light somehow. And it's going to make you feel like you can lay down any sort of burdens and start over again, right? Because that's a 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle, but it's almost like you're striving for balance all the time. You're constantly striving to try to keep something going, but it can't keep going. It's finished. It's reached its end. And you don't think that's fair. Oh, it's too many cards. You don't think that's fair. You don't think you deserve this. Like you feel like it's unjust. It's not fair. You don't deserve it. That Six of Cups really wants to come out. And there's the Page of Pentacles and Justice in reverse with the Hierophant. These are the cards that keep falling and I keep putting them back. So let's just take them. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Rods in upright. You know, Virgo, I can't help but think that what you're going through this week, at first you're going to resist it and not see any good in it. But then it's almost like out of meditation, out of taking time with your breath and to find stillness so that you can reflect on this, you're going to start to see that this could be sort of turning things around for you with that Four of Pentacles in reverse. It could also involve a Capricorn, which is the energy of this card. So, and then we see the High Priestess. So it's almost like you start to see that this could lead to a new beginning and that this is going to help you lay down your burdens and sort of take care of yourself again. But ultimately, the thing keeping you feeling like this isn't fair, is that there's something about this that's has to do with something in the past, with that Six of Cups and that Page of Pentacles looking right at them, right? Like the way that I feel like you wanted a start, you wanted a reboot, you wanted something from the past to come back. But I don't think it's going to. And I think that might be part of this, where you know you have to make a new beginning, but it's not going to be this again. This is finished. This is finished. And I feel like you don't think it's fair. You don't think it's fair. And you're sort of upset about it because you really want it to be the case. And I feel like you don't see how is this going to be okay, is sort of what I hear you saying to yourself. But something is going to change your mind. And we see the Queen of Rods and behind her the Emperor in reverse. So it's almost like you're going to stop trying to control it. I feel like you're going to stop trying to control the process and you're just going to let it be. And then as it be, you're going to notice that it's for the best. Right? And I think we're seeing the Hierophant here because it's almost like, I feel like this might have to do with a contract or a marriage or something to do with tradition or convention or documents or signing something. Like it almost feels to me like it almost feels to me like there's something here from the past. Let's clarify. Let's start with the Hierophant. Because it feels like it's something that you want back. And you want it back so bad. But it's like, I think it's going to eventually feel like you accept it. Right? 8 of Swords, but in reverse, which is, to me, a time of acceptance. You no longer fear the consequences. Perhaps you're going to find solace in a traditional form of spirituality, perhaps a teacher or a counselor. Perhaps the Hierophant represents you being free of these ties of consequences. Because we do see the Six of Cups here, and I feel like you want a new beginning. You want something from the past to restart. And it's not going to. That Justice card in reverse to me feels like not only do you think it's not fair, but that it's not just. It's not supposed to repeat. And I feel like you're going to accept that at the end. At the end of this story, you're going to accept it. And you are being guided here to breath and meditation. So I feel like accepting it is the conclusion. Now let's look at it from the beginning where you're not really accepting it. The Lovers, yeah. This could involve a Gemini. This Six of Pentacles could be a Taurus. We see the Hierophant is also Taurus, Capricorn, and then the Lovers. So this could be a situation where you just want it back because you want it to be in balance. You want another shot at whatever this was from the past so that you can bring it into balance and harmony and union. Oh, Virgo, I feel like you really want this back, and I just feel like it's not gonna happen. And not because of you being a bad person or this other person being a bad person. It's because it's finished. You know, it's this concept of like what's written between you has completed itself. You did it already, right? Like it's been written. What's been written for you and this individual has already finished. You guys, you did what you needed to do. And it's like, now it's just the ego hanging on. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're feeling like a lot of love and compassion and empathy for this person. And you want a new start with them so badly. This could even be a friend. This could be a friendship. You know, not all soulmates are lovers. I mean, we saw the Lovers, so that makes me feel like it is something that was very intimate. But for some reason, I feel the need to say that this could be a friendship, or this could be a relationship that had a lot of meaning to you, but doesn't necessarily mean that it was an intimate sexual relationship. It could just be a relationship that had a lot of meaning for you and you want a new start. You do. You feel very emotionally tied to this individual. This could be a bit of a codependency almost. And Page of Cups on the Judgment in reverse. It's like you're looking for a transformation here. It's a young, naive, beautiful feeling that you have. It's very innocent. You just love this individual, I feel like, and you don't like the outcome of the situation. With Judgment in reverse, you don't like that this person wants distance from you, or that it's over. You know, whatever this is. Hanged Man in reverse. Oh, gosh. You know, someone put these swords somewhere. So I feel like seeing it in reverse says that you need to sort of like, you've got the Hanged Man in reverse with this clarifying it, which really says to me that healing is going to involve you sort of seeing that this was divinely timed, right? Because the Hanged Man, when he's upright, he understands divine timing. I feel the Hanged Man in reverse is sort of looking at the world upside down, right? So his perspective is skewed. And so I feel like your perspective on just how much this hurt, maybe the other person, maybe you, or maybe third parties, you know, I think your perspective on how painful this was isn't where it needs to be. You know what I mean? I feel like if you were able to change your perspective about how painful this was and how much this individual maybe took this to heart, that you would sort of see that, okay, this cycle is over. This cycle is finished. It's interesting. Four of Pentacles in reverse here, which tends to be a time where, yeah, there's transformation. So this is where you transform. It's almost like once you accept that this individual is like, that this story, let's change it to say this story, that this story has already played out its part. It's almost like that transforms you and you stop seeing things from such a lack perspective. It's almost like then you start to say, okay, I get it. I get it. And off I go. This row seems to be the time where you understand why this can no longer be. You know what I mean? And the High Priestess is here, I feel, because you're going to start to see that the purpose of all of this. Empress, yeah, you're going to feel way more able to create because you will have nurtured this storyline. You will have nurtured your divine connection and sort of paid attention to it and become conscious of it. Become conscious of the seasons of things. Become conscious that everything has a season, including relationships, experiences, and opportunities. They all have a season, right? And once that season is finished, the season's finished. And it's time to have more seasons after that. So I think it's really interesting to see this combination of cards, because it's kind of giving me that's what's going to set you free in meditation through your breath, is realizing that everything has a season and that nothing lasts forever. Right? Everything has a purpose and a season, and nothing lasts forever. There's judgment in reverse again. Yeah, you're still not happy with the outcome, but you feel free, at least, of hanging on to it. You're still not really like feeling that this was, you're not buying it, right? Like what I just said. You're sort of like, well, yeah, maybe everything does have a season, but this wasn't supposed to end yet. You know what I mean? This could have kept going. I want this back still, but I've accepted at least that I can, I'll stop sort of trying to force it into place. That's sort of the other energy I'm getting when I see the Empress, is that you're just going to let things be. Now that's Six of Cups with the Page of Pentacles and Justice. Three of Cups. Oh, in reverse. That's why I say because this is not a celebration moment. You know, when it's upright, it's a really nice time of celebration. This isn't going to be. You have to accept it. You and this individual will not be toasting anytime soon. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. You need to start focusing on the new opportunities that might come in. Okay, because I feel like right now you're just focused on this experience that has run its course. The season has completed itself. And you're going to find peace through meditation and through the breath. And I feel through acceptance of what you cannot change, right? Reminds me of the serenity prayer of, grant me the wisdom to change the things that I can, to surrender to the things I can't change, and the wisdom to know the difference. I'm totally butchering the prayer, but the serenity prayer to basically gives us strength to know when we can take an inspired action, Queen of Rods, and when it's outside of our control and we just have to surrender it because we can't control it, Interesting, Virgo. I'm going to leave it at that for you. If this has resonated and you would like a personal reading, you can check out my website, blueroseenergyhealing.com, and you can book readings through there. You can also email me as well. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching here on YouTube. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, Virgo.